Holy shit. It's about to be 2024. Right now I'm in my hometown at Morningside Beach, which is the beach that my dad grew up on and my mom grew up right down the street from here. There's people looking at me and I hate it. It's like we have a giant beach. There's a million things you could look at and you're going to look at me. I think they might be filming me too. Hey, yo, fuck off. I'm also afraid I'm going to get hit by a wave. It's super choppy today. I remember as a kid I would go out on this beach and there's like a lot of sharp rocks. Like it's not sand, it's just really rocky. So I remember getting my foot just absolutely obliterated on sharp rocks as a child. But it's all in the fun of like living on the beach and growing up on the beach, you know what I mean? It'd be funny if you couldn't hear shit I was saying because I assume this is so loud right now with these waves that are about to kill me. Yo ho, YouTuber dies at 27 from wave. Yo ho. No, I don't know. I don't know what this video is. I mean, last year I did one where I was in Times Square and I did it in the windowsill and it was kind of like a farewell to 2022 going into 2023. And I kind of thought it would be a cool thing to do every year or maybe even every 6 months and just check in and just, I don't know, be a little raw for a minute. It's a good way to recap what went right and what went wrong. And you know, what's crazy about this year is so much went wrong and then so much went right. It's kind of crazy, honestly. I basically went through a really bad breakup at the end of last year, and you know, we lived together until February, and that sucked because then I had to move into a new place, and it kind of really hit me around February that I was not doing very well with the whole thing, and it's really hard to kind of understand who I was for a while. I felt out of place being in Austin. I felt like my friend group had this division in it, and I just was really self-destructive, which is just like a common theme in my life. When things go wrong, I oftentimes become a bit self-destructive and, you know, a little crazy for a while. A lot of that comes when I'm at times of insecurity or times of, you know, when I'm in moments of fear. I remember I just was like not leaving my apartment and it was just kind of a sad scene. I lost a bunch of weight, but I wasn't doing anything. Like I wasn't making videos. I wasn't doing shit, honestly. Like I was just working my job and then just sometimes going to the gym or just chilling in the apartment. But I didn't have this like crazy social life I used to have. And it was kind of sad because like I would realize that some days I would just not leave the apartment. Around my birthday, I got a birthday gift from my mom, and it was just in the hallway for days because I didn't go outside. And then she's like, "Did you get the gift?" And then I was like, "Oh my God, I guess I hadn't left." I've dealt with depression. I've dealt with anxiety for my whole life. I'm a very anxious person. I've had trouble with that. But this was like a whole different type of thing, being self-isolating, and something that, quite frankly, I never want to go through again. I think it's crazy that this year I was on the absolute lowest trajectory and then I came up on the most fast positive one I've ever had, really. And so much of that has to do with quitting my job. I quit in May, and it was amazing. Like I was fucking over that shit. I really need to make a change, and I'm proud of myself for doing it because I said I was going to do it for years and I never really got around to it. And when I quit, I went on the road trip and it felt like everything in my life just fell into place. I don't know if I believe in fate or destiny or any of that stuff, but I will say people always told me like make the leap and you might be surprised what happens. And I mean, holy shit, they were right because I took the leap and I'm so proud of myself and happy where things came. I mean, fuck, dude, it makes me emotional because I'm just like, I don't know. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to open my heart up to anybody. It's a really scary thing to think about. It makes me really emotional to think back at how deep I was and just like how much I was struggling and didn't know how to process it all. But when I got this new job, it really changed everything for me. I felt like I was being paid well, and that's like the first time I've ever been able to say that. I feel like I love my team and I just feel inspired by them, and I feel like it really brought out my creativity again because I was forced to be creative again, you know. I had to like prove myself, and I'm still working on proving myself to my company. Also, not to mention, I published 10 articles with Rolling Stone magazine this year, which was a really big childhood dream of mine, and I'm really, really happy about it. I'm grateful, fortunate. The last one, which came out a few weeks ago, was actually in the print version of the magazine, which is at Barnes & Noble. So it's kind of crazy that it's in this town right now. My mom got one from the shelf, and it's like, I don't know, I spent so long feeling like I didn't belong here, and like my interests were made fun of, or people didn't get it, and I really didn't have many people to talk to about the things I was passionate about, like music and writing and all that stuff. So to be in the stores here when I come home, and in the UK and across the country, is like, it's insane. What else happened this year? Oh, I mean, this is a pretty big one, but I fell in love again, which is something that I really did not have on my 2023 bingo card. I didn't even know that I would ever be capable of that again. The first half of the year, I was like, I don't think I ever want to go through this again. Like, I don't think I could handle the idea of potential heartbreak. But I put myself out there, and I was able to open my heart up again, and it's with someone I really care about. And I don't know, I just really want to just do right. Like, I want to be the best possible person I could be to her, because I've always tried to be a good person in the past, but I'm like extra scared of fucking it up this time, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to just make this the like healthiest, best relationship on the planet. It's been really special. I can't wait for 2024. I want to preface this. This is gonna sound fucking crazy and really sad, but like, there was a period of time earlier in the year where I just didn't understand what the point was of anything. And I wasn't suicidal. I wasn't gonna harm myself or anything like that. But I just genuinely stopped believing in myself and believing in my future and the purpose of all of this. I was just like, what's the point? I don't know. I couldn't fathom for a while the idea of that happening again, or continuing to live my life with these mini heartbreaks. People die, you lose jobs, you see friends get hurt, you see people make bad decisions, you get broken up with, you fight with your parents, you do all these things, and I just couldn't. I didn't think that it was worth it. For someone like me, I love living. I love making art. I love seeing my friends. I love seeing my family. I love traveling. There's so much life to live for me, and I just feel like I can't believe that I even could let my mind get to that point. And to see myself come out on the other side and be really excited for next year is so special, and I'm just really proud of myself for figuring it out, I guess. Goals for the new year, I just think communication is the most important thing, especially going into new relationships, new friendships. Communication. Got to be better at communicating. I have to save more money. I've been spending a lot of fucking money on eating out and stuff, but whatever. And I want to be really good at my job, and I want to really focus and care a lot. I do care about my job so much, but I want to care about it even more. And I also want to care about my art even more. I created definitely from a place of sadness this year, and I don't necessarily regret it, because I think I've made some of the best videos I've ever made in my life this year. Even though I didn't make many, I will say like the road trip video was like a really, really important one for me to do. And that one, I felt like, was so deeply from my heart that I could have never made that video in a positive mindset. And I'm so happy that video exists and is like a little piece of my life. I think someday I would love to show that to my kids, and I don't know, I'm just really proud of that video. But this year I do want to create more from a place of just like love and happiness and enjoyment and thankfulness, and just kind of get back to myself. I feel like this year I've reverted back to my childhood self more than ever. I don't know what that necessarily means, but I feel really connected with who I was before my last relationship. Not that the relationship ever jeopardized my identity or compromised anything like that, but I feel good, and I feel like I'm looking the way I want to look. I'm dressing the way I want to dress. I feel like I don't know, man. I'm just fucking happy. And I'll say, if you are going through shit, if you made it this far, I mean, geez, I can't believe you just listened to me talk for that long. But if you're going through shit, man, like, just keep pushing. Like, I know it sounds so cliche, but just do it. Just do it, because things got better, and I didn't think that they would. And I don't know, I'm just happy about it. So, 2023, I will say, worst fucking depression I've ever had, worst year of my life, but I would not have changed it at all. I wouldn't have gone back and saved the relationship. I wouldn't do any of that, because everything that I've gotten out of it, the people I've met, the things I did, the things I saw, the people I've, had relationships with, the people I'm going to have relationships, like, it's very fucking important to me. It's very good. It's very positive, and it would have never existed without that shitty fucking year. So, I'm so happy, and yeah, I don't know. Thank you for watching, if you watched it this far. And just keep pushing in the new year. You know what I mean?